There it is.
And we're back.
Dollar bills, y'all. Already got one live person on the channel. Welcome to Talkin Tokens on a Tuesday.
Hey.
Episode 10.
Episode
10. Not one.
Is it really 10?
It is 10.
I didn't know.
Oh, 1. Gotta reverse it, Mike.
I didn't know where I was.
Yeah. So 10, we're 10 years old, 10 weeks old, going strong. Still can't figure the technical shit out, but bear with us, people. How's everything going, fellas?
Hanging in there. Still hodling.
It's hot outside.
Hot outside and hodling on your portfolio. At least it's been a little grace given back to us. Bitcoin is moving on up a little bit. It seems like. Did it hit the bottom at 28,000? Seems like it has. Seems like it has.
Think so?
I think
It's definitely a good buy zone.
The short, if you look at like the amount of shorts that are still out there, like that has dried up, and the buying, there's a lot of buying pressure. It seems like there's a lot of good motivation to go up right now, and it seems positive in my opinion.
You have any charts?
Yeah, let me pull up the
you want to look
here. Screen. Let me see if you can see it. Yes, you can.
What the hell's that?
That's my, whoa, there we go. Hold on. There it is. All right, you guys seeing that?
Yep.
Let's take a look at the Wyckoff simulation chart.
I've had it. What I drew last week was the big yellow line. I haven't touched this since, honestly, last week. So we're still like, is this the pattern that it's following? Right now, we're just looking at the facts. It broke through this downward resistance channel or downward channel here, those two lines. Right. And it's kind of making its way back to probably confirm that as now a support, which is pretty important. That way people have confidence that it's not going to go lower. They buy in back in. That's effectively what I thought was going to happen. I guess when I drew this, I thought that was going to happen over here. But maybe it, screws around a little bit and eventually makes its way back up to these pink resistances. But this is like this area right here, like past 36 to like 40, 41. That's when
Yeah, it's going to be mental. It's going to be real. But
yeah, that's when we're like really rocking and rolling, trying to. Why is why is my controller?
So what about that downward trend line?
Well, we're kind of like, we've been in this descending triangle for a bit.
You're talking about these two right here?
Yep, the parallel ones. Yep, the resistance and the.
Yeah, so like generally it's been kind of making new lower lows as it's been going along this trend line. There's also, the thought that this was the bottom, and, you kind of had something doing like that as well. I think a lot of people were kind of tracking a triangle, but I think this has been more relevant as this trend has occurred. And so right now it's got to fight pretty hard to like get back up. But I think once it confirms that this isn't, once we think we can get past this, I think
they're probably going to be heading, more.
I think this pattern might really come true here pretty soon in the next 36
because if you
hours.
Just cut off some of that.
Yeah, there's still that possibility of going down that slope. So I just
if the Bears kind of win and it gets back into this area, we might even retest. We haven't retested this resistance or support here at 31. So like there's a chance it breaks, retest this like kind of back to where this yellow line was, and then we kind of make our way back up and then retest and then go. So I think it's going to be a struggle. There's not a quick pathway up to back where we were, but relatively quick if you look at the scale of this graph here.
Not necessarily.
So guys, if you're on the YouTube channel, you can comment and we can see your questions live. Please make sure you put in like your name or something and colon as you send the comment, just so we can see it. But thank you for watching. Please click the like button and the notification bell so that we know, or that you know that we're coming
So
on.
I'm not sure if we lost everybody here.
What do you mean? Mike, are you there?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Everybody on my screen was just spinning. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're a little behind in the game here. But yeah.
Time for an internet upgrade.
John, am I coming through loud and clear?
Yeah, I mean, everything's fine. Everything's fine here.
Yeah, Mike was having some issues earlier on, so
Mike's got to get off that 56K.
ESL.
The dial-up modem. But yeah, I mean, I think it's, you look at other charts like Ethereum had sorry about that. Ethereum had a pretty big run as well today. I haven't really charted this much lately because I've just been focusing on Bitcoin so much. But I mean, shoot, you look at like what else made a big move? I think in the last day, I think Polygon.
Yeah, Polygon 30%. Moved a little bit. Ethereum moved a little bit. I mean, we always praise Bitcoin for the most part.
Went up like 30% yesterday.
Yeah.
I think Polygon, didn't they have some DeFi blanket like rug pull? I think something on there.
One of their DeFi protocols had an issue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think as soon as like this kind of people get confirmation of like the market in general just getting back. Oh, here we go. Ali Masihi, let's show the comment.
Is he online?
Yeah, right here. Ali, here, let me go over to this.
YXO.
What are your thoughts on
I don't remember what YXO does, but it's supposed to be a pretty good one. I think it's some sort of blue chip project. I can't remember exactly what it is.
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Or Adam, maybe look it up real quick.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on the screen here in just a second. XYO coin.
Yeah, there's a couple subscription groups I'm in, and they've talked about XYO before multiple times. So it's, it's got some thumbs up behind it.
Looks like it is sub 1 cent at the moment.
Right. Yep.
Oh, so John, that's right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah. Yep. John likes those.
Yep.
Looks like it's available on KuCoin, Uniswap, Sushi Swap.
Okay.
And then let's see, it operates on the Ethereum platform.
Solid. Yeah.
What doesn't really say much about it.
Okay. I think it's some sort of technology project. I just can't remember what it does exactly.
XO Foundation. Here, Adam will send you this link.
You can stake it. It's on the Persistence coin chain.
Oh, remember John had that, right? Persistence, right?
Yeah, he was tracking it in the fantasy world.
Yeah. That should be pretty good in the next couple of years. We should do another fantasy thing. That'll be fun. We should up the stakes too. Like if you lose, you gotta shave your head or some shit.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, right. XY Oracle. It's an Oracle network.
Okay.
Anonymous. Here, let me. I have two mouses here. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm using.
So has Oracle partnered with them, or is it on Oracle's network, or is this Oracle's network?
It's an Oracle token.
Okay.
So it's like Chainlink, which it takes the outside information and then it makes it like secure to talk to the blockchain.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Device that anonymously collects and validates geospatial data or data with the geographical component. The validation of this data is the key part of the network. So I guess it's
like a security thing.
Or it's like kind of like
based
logistical.
On location, though.
Yeah. So maybe it's logistic, like VeChain.
Save the data. So like, I guess you could blockchain like cars in traffic, maybe, or you could blockchain.
Well, like transportation, right?
Yeah,
right.
I could see transportation being a big part of that.
Right. So is that like a VeChain sort of deal?
So he says, think they have an existing partnership with Link and Geo.
There you go. So Link is all right. Nice.
Yeah, it might be worth throwing a few dollars in there. If it's under, a penny. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, just kind of throw something in it and then just forget about it and then just wait.
Just set it and forget it.
It's like cookies cooking for 5 years. It's just like, all right,
Yeah.
ding, they're ready. All right,
Yep.
here's my.
Just set it and forget it, and watch the decimal places move.
Yep. There you go.
Well, there we go. I can share the screen without sharing. I got my little car out of there. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, thank you, Ali, for bringing up XYO. I first time I heard of it, so
maybe we should just go to send him his Doge.
I know, yeah, while he's here. So
yeah, I think he has to get to some movie thing with his wife or something.
Okay, there we go. So you guys can see my screen, right? There we go. Ali, congratulations. You were the winner of our Dogecoin giveaway.
Doge giveaway.
Dogecoin.
Doge giveaway.
John's Dogecoin. John Dogecoin. All right, so we're over on Binance. I guess it just people who are curious, this will be a nice little way to show you how to send a couple coins. All right, so I'm in my little profile here. We're going to withdraw Doge. It says, where do you want to go to? Oh, wait. I'm going to have to do this behind the scenes for a second because I have whitelist addresses only. Dang it, I didn't think about that. All right, give me a second, Ali. I'll be right back. Why don't you guys talk about something and share something for a second?
Talk about something amongst yourselves.
Yeah,
right.
Well,
I totally forgot about
that.
Yeah,
I was looking up this safe. It's called Safe Dollar, which is the one that crashed. It surged and crashed, dumps to 0. It was on.
Is that the Mark Cuban one?
I think that might have been it. It was like I think it's a Polygon like stable coin.
Right. Right. So what happened with it? Did it like just go away completely, or did it just kind of plummet? Like, what was the deal with that?
It says reports are coming in of an exploit on the Safe Dollar DeFi stablecoin protocol. Though details are thin on the ground at the time of press, DeFi Analytics website has posted alerts within the last couple hours
right
to what actually is happening. The contact addresses on the Polygon scan dashboard, 248,000 in USDC and Tether was withdrawn from the protocol.
Wow. So the project's still there. It's just kind of crashed temporarily.
Yeah, I guess everybody probably saw that and everybody just sold it. And I think it just went to like 0. So
like actually 0 or like 0.0001?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. It says this isn't the first time the protocol has been exposed. On June 22nd, Safe Dollar detailed a post-mortem on attack that resulted in a loss of 9,000 tokens, around 95 grand.
Oh damn! So is Mark Cuban out of it completely, or is he like just taught away?
See, this doesn't really mention him. Let's see.
Oh yeah, it might not even be the same token.
Safe Dollar launched its initialization IDO Polydex stablecoin has the potential to become the latest Polygon-based platform to suffer an exploit. Molt protocol. Yeah, so didn't mention anything about him.
Okay. Well, I mean, as long as the project's still running, I don't think it's that big of a deal because, I mean, cryptos are volatile, like, already, like, you should expect.
Yeah, but that's the last thing you want is foul, foul play. The whole point of, like, blockchain and stuff would be to try to, I guess, minimize that or kind of get away from that.
What was the foul play that happened? Just to clarify.
Well, I'm just saying, like the state, like something in the contracts was written wrong, and then someone exposed, the errors, and then was allowed to then withdraw the money. So,
yeah,
I guess stuff like that. I mean, volatility is one thing on like risk on assets, where like you expect it to go up and down, but then putting all your money into something and then it just gets like taken away, then you're like. Okay.
Yeah,
like if I want to do that, I'll go to the casino or something. Like,
Yeah, right.
All right, got it.
All right.
Whew. All right, so just to clarify, this is a safety protocol within Binance called whitelisting addresses. So I have it all locked down. So you cannot add a new address to send your coin to withdraw from your account until you whitelist it. And to whitelist it, you have to get a code from your email, a code from your text message, and a code from your Google Authenticator. And you have to get all three of those codes just to add an address. So like it's a safety protocol, obviously, but didn't really think about that when I was like about to send a coin to an address I've never sent before. So just
it would have been easier if you just had it like in your Exodus wallet, and then you could have just
right. I almost did that. Just kind of ran out of time.
should have.
All right.
That would have been easy. You could have shown your Exodus. And then,
Well, yeah, whatever. All right, so let's go back to withdraw. You guys seeing that? Yes, you are.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to type in Doge. It says, who do you want to
Doge.
send it to? So I already have my predetermined whitelisted addresses, which is Ali Dogecoin. There's your address. Anybody feel free to send him more Doge. Why not?
or maybe down the line you'll mess up and send them something else.
All right, so it's going to send how much Doge do I want to send? And shoot, I got to figure out how much $25 in Doge is right now.
Here, do you want me to look it up?
Some math here.
Yeah.
There's a 26 cents right now, 25 cents.
Yeah, it's been building back up. I think it's over 25. So you want $25? It is 100 Doge on the dot.
There
Wow.
you go.
Because it's 25 cents. Duh.
Perfect.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Minimum withdrawal is 100 Doge. Transaction fee is 50 Doge.
What?
Freaking Binance.
Come on, Binance.
You better go.
Yeah.
Now you're going to go to like your wallet and then have to convert it and then send it because it's going to be cheaper than 50 Doge.
All right. This
That's
is the
like-
life. This is the life we live right
This
here.
is the
Wait,
life of
$50
cryptocurrency.
$50
You go
to
down
send
one.
it-
Yep,
Wait,
one
so
hole
what
and
is
then
that
you
going
got to.
to cost me? Like $10 almost to send it to him from Binance.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. No wonder they shut them down. Those bloody
All
bastards.
right, Ali. I think we're gonna have to rethink this a little bit. Let me strategize here.
We'll just send it from the Exodus wallet or
Yeah,
some
let me-
other
all right.
wallet.
I'll have to just
Yep.
Give me find another topic. Be right back. Hold on. Geez.
All right, here, put up one of my links here.
Well, I can't use my screen. You do it. Can't you
Oh,
share
okay.
screen?
Oh yeah, I think I can. Hold on, sorry.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So speaking of Binance,
Unbelievable.
It's been in the headlines recently. They quote unquote banned Binance in the UK, right? I think we were sort of talking about that earlier. You have that article, Mike? I'm not too familiar with the with all the nuances of the Binance ban in the UK.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that up. I was looking at the can you see this? The Mark Cuban.
Oh, okay.
So this one was called like Titanium or something.
Oh, so that was a different one. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
And then you want me to look up the Binance
Yeah, the whole Binance thing. I know they're calling it a ban in the UK, but it doesn't sound like that's actually the case.
No, I think it was just that
Just
particular
makes for-
one entity, their company.
Yeah, it just makes for a good headline. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Binance. I haven't really used it that much recently, just because.
Me neither. Remember, me and
yeah.
you both had like issues, like.
Yeah, I mean, it took forever just to sign up to get verified, and once I got
Yep.
verified, like I didn't even like using it. Like there's fees, there's
Same
you
thing.
know, yeah. When you put your money in there, you have to wait a certain number of days before you can do anything with it. I don't like it. I much prefer Coinbase Pro. I mean, it's very similar. They have a good selection.
Yeah, I use a combination of Coinbase Pro.
Yeah.
Here, let's see right
Yeah.
here. Just says the financial conduct authorities issue repeated warnings that crypto investors can lose all their money. What does exactly mean? Must not, without the prior written consent of the FCA, carry out any regulated activities with immediate effect. And that's for that one kind of entity, Binance Market Limited.
So sounds like it's like some friction between Binance and like, I guess the federal regulation of the UK, whatever that entity is.
Right, because it's the only regulated UK entity.
Right. So what does that mean for the users then? I mean, say you have someone that's using Binance primarily as a crypto exchange. Like, what does that mean for them?
I thought in the end it said that it didn't really end up affecting them because that wasn't really the
Basically,
part that
happened.
runs the exchange. So it's like,
so basically, nothing happened.
Yeah, I think it's just more FUD, really.
Yeah, makes a good headline.
Right, and that's what ultimately, a lot of these.
All right, to exchange anything that I have
looking
in
for.
Exodus is like there's a minimum Exodus exchange fee. So I don't have, I'm going to take like Chainlink and exchange it for like $75 of Dogecoin or something. So I'm not going to do that either.
Well, what if we just send it next week?
And find a different way to do it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just find a different way of doing it, or
well, this
whatever.
this is a good discussion for cryptocurrency in general. Like,
okay,
it shouldn't be. This is like okay, Binance.
So you're running into all these hurdles
exchange.
just to send something.
Yeah, I know you're an exchange, and I believe they have these preset minimums, regardless of the coin cost, the coin value. There is a minimum on all coins to transfer it out. So why is it not fluctuate with the? I mean, what if Dogecoin next week is $3? They're going to charge you $150 of Dogecoin to send it out. Like, what's going on with that?
Does that fee fluctuate?
No, I think I actually remember this. I remember this happened. I remember looking at this the other day because I was trying to send Ethereum.
50 Dogecoin fee. Okay.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Right, but I mean, usually it's not 50 Doge. That's a lot. Like Binance is like, I think they're like really high. Like Bittrex was like 5 Doge, or like
Well, I mean,
Coinbase.
Doge,
you can do it from Coinbase.
A long time ago was nothing. But
do you have anything in Coinbase? You can convert something in Coinbase and send it from there.
I mean, I guess I could just go ahead and buy $25 and just send the guy.
Right, but I don't know if it'll let you send it right away.
Send it.
See, because then you can't do it. It's like because it's kind of like
same problem from last week. All right, so last week we bought the Doge, and then before the show, but then we couldn't send it because it was all secured because they don't let you withdraw. There's a withdrawal period. This week, I guess we're debating on whether or not I spend $35 to send him $25, which just seems ridiculous.
What's the issue with Exodus? They're requiring you to spend.
Well, I mean, I don't have any Doge, and I have like zero Doge. I have like $5 in Dogecoin in my Exodus. So I just don't have it. So in order to exchange something, but in order to exchange
Coinbase,
the coins that I have, and I'm not.
Just use like Simple Swap and swap something into $25 worth of Doge and send the man his Doge.
Well, it's John's Doge, so you got plenty of Shiba. You get Shiba, you can send them.
Did you? You should just go. You don't have anything on Coinbase?
No, I don't have anything on Coinbase.
Okay.
I take everything off the exchanges generally when I buy it and put it on Exodus, unless it's like. Well, I guess I do have. I have something on Coinbase Pro.
Right, well, Coinbase just has very low send out fees normally, so it's just like that's a good place to buy it and then just send it. So you may have to just buy it now and then wait, and then we'll have to wait till next week until it clears, and we can.
I have some stuff on Coinbase Pro. I guess I could clear out. Hold on, let me check.
So you could send that instantly to Coinbase for free.
Do you guys use the Coinbase wallet at all?
Not really.
I had it installed originally, yes.
Okay. It's a decent wallet.
Yeah, I think they have more Web3 connectivity now, which you can do more DeFi stuff and connect to MetaMask or do other Web3 stuff like decentralized exchanges. but it never really caught on with me. But yeah.
Oh, that's depressing. Sorry, Ali. That was just, we'll have to figure this out.
We're just like baiting them along. We're like, yep, you almost got it.
By the time we send it to him, it'll be like, it'll probably gain like 30% in value. And like, he should have had 30% on top of 25.
Right. We're going to send him like 20 coins rather than like 100.
How depressing. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So,
Adam, so you didn't have anything in Coinbase to send over to
I mean, I don't have
Coinbase
anything.
Pro?
I mean, I don't have anything necessarily I want to just like give away like that. I have Polygon and I have Ethereum. What am I going to do? Exchange my Polygon? And I don't know. I don't have. I wish
Just
I just
go to
had some, like,
Coinbase, buy $25, and then right when it clears, then send it.
well, I mean, we might as well wait for the next episode to show the debacle for the third time. But we'll buy some Dogecoin tonight. We'll have it clear for the next episode. I'll make sure it's in my Exodus wallet or something to that effect.
We're gonna owe them more, like for like inflation
So this was like what I was talking about last week. Is like,
hurdles.
in order for the mainstream to like to this to go very mainstream, it's got to be a lot easier just to like move it a little bit. It's got to be a little somehow, some way. It's got to be a little bit easier. I know there's hoops right now. I have all these security hoops and stuff. So like,
it's just like anything else. You got to figure out the best thing for you. You got to figure out: is Binance the best? Is BitTrust the best? Is Coinbase the best? Is it better to use a decentralized exchange? Like there's all these things you learn from experience, or you learn.
I mean, and again, keeping it on the right now, we're trying to pull stuff off an exchange. It's purposely like a little harder to pull it from an exchange. You got to put it. If I had it in my personal wallet, if I had my shit together, I would have thought about that. And
they
had it in my personal wallet, it would have sent very easily.
They don't want to let you like liquidate your account.
Yeah. So I guess that's just me not being prepared, but.
Yeah. Well, either way, I mean, you're not wrong about that. There just needs to be a more consumer-based, user-friendly way to send things back and forth through different exchanges, different wallets.
I mean, they make it pretty easy with like the QR codes, but I have noticed it's like if I'm trying to send a QR code to Mike from here digitally, it's a little bit more harder like to do that than like if we were just next to each other or something like that. Like if you wanted to scan from a PC to a PC. Like, I have to take a screenshot or like it doesn't. I know that one website was doing domain names for your crypto accounts.
Yeah.
And
so you just put
I guess it kind of sounds smart. Yeah, you just like send it to emsh.com. And I guess
that's cool.
It's kind of like an email address wallet address, kind of almost.
Yeah.
Which I guess it takes away the privacy, which some people want. But then to have it easy, privacy kind of falters a little bit,
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of room for development. I think there's a lot of opportunity for small companies to kind of bridge that gap in these different ways to solve these problems. And there's a lot of opportunity for these companies to, build the name for themselves or building their own platform, So that's what's kind of cool right now is anyone can kind of do this stuff,
Yep.
All right, so Ali said he has to run. Thanks, man. Have fun at the movie. I don't know what movie you're seeing right now. Probably like the Disney movie.
I think he's probably just doing something as crib or something. I don't know. He just mentioned that he had to run.
The Fast and Furious.
I ain't trying to put him on blast like that. But yeah, you see that one? There's like a sign on in Virginia. It's like driving fast and furious, and it was like that's.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And then he like shouted him out or something. He's like, "Oh, VA, I love you."
That's great.
All right, let's get back into the next little topic here. Let me get share my screen on.
There's a site out there that's allowing you to use your cryptocurrency to buy stuff off Amazon and eBay. I don't remember the site name, but they just started recently accepting I think Shiba Inu coins, which is big for Shiba Inu because it's like, a meme puppy coin, with a cute little character as a mascot. I don't know if you want to try to pull that up. You kind of search for like Shiba Inu, purchasing eBay, Amazon. I'm sure it'll pop up. But I mean, it's sites like that will make, you know, cryptocurrency a lot more mainstream adoptable. You know, just being able to use your coins directly to purchase stuff on a retail level. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I see articles just on how
Crypto Slate.
they're exploring payments.
This says Shopping.io, Crypto.com, Shopping.io is making that possible. Hong Kong-based Crypto.io now allows users to at a global marketplace.
Shopping.io.
Yeah,
it was something IO. Okay, yeah, it was probably that. It was something IO. That's cool.
So it's a partnership with eBay, Amazon, and Walmart.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty big. Yeah.
So how do they do it though? Shop at Amazon.
I mean, I would assume you either
probably
have to load up an account.
You probably send them your crypto, and then they change it. They convert it for you and give like the merchant.
You probably have to load up their account. Yeah, you probably have to load up their account with your cryptos, like, because I don't think there's a way where they can pull from your wallet directly. You know.
No, I think
so you'd have to load it up.
You're just going to say, I want to buy this, and it'll say, okay, send this amount to this wallet, and then you send it to that amount, and it'll say confirmed. Okay, we have your payment. Yeah. And then once it confirms on the blockchain,
is a token.
You said it's also a token.
Could be its own governance token.
It is a token.
Okay. Yeah, I mean everyone's making tokens, so I'm not surprised.
Here it says right here. It says exclusive. Yeah, you can see that, right? So. Exclusive limited time promotion as a result of integration of Crypto.com payments.
Can you zoom in?
Check. Yeah.
There you go.
And checkout and Shopping.io, the promotion is live. Users can enjoy the following benefits. So you get some discounts on their tiers. You get free shipping internationally. Drop shipping. It's a drop shipping blockchain platform.
Drop shipping platform.
So people use the blockchain. They're drop shipping through Amazon. They're like sending stuff, bringing stuff.
I mean, it's just like linking up people of like, you need this. Okay, well, we can ship it from here to you directly. So it's like, and then it just links them up.
Well, I guess the point is they're partnering with Amazon, some of the biggest players out there, eBay, Amazon,
right. Walmart, Amazon, eBay.
Yeah,
that's pretty big.
That's big time.
It doesn't specifically say it has to be Shiba Inu though, like per John's like original comment. Maybe that's one of the coins.
Shiba, Shiba's what was one of the ones they just added recently. I just
gotcha.
threw that in there. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Walmart has been growing a lot in the past 2 years. They're really trying to catch up with Amazon. I don't know if they will, but they started like their own online shopping store type thing where, you know, users can sell things like they do on Amazon. You know, it's like an alternative to Amazon, and they're really catching traction on that. So it's pretty big that Walmart's becoming a partner with
Amazon,
them as well.
Fulfilled by Amazon, right? Like fulfilled by Walmart.
Yeah, exactly.
FBW.
Yeah.
Walmart has a little advantage. Well, I don't know if it's advantage, but yeah, I guess it's advantage because you have the physical store too. So like, Amazon doesn't have that necessarily. So they have. If you wanted to, you could say, you know, I'm going to Walmart anyway, just drop it off there and, you know, or whatever, pick it up. And then you could also do they have that next day, like free shipping 2-day thing or whatever, very similar to what Prime does.
Right.
But you don't need a Prime Walmart membership, maybe. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I know their online platform is different. It's not the things they normally sell in the stores. It's like users selling things through Walmart.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that. They have like different stuff that's not really in the store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one. Tom Brady become part owners of FTX, which is
okay.
I think this is the futures. It's like future trading for crypto.
Gotcha.
It's an exchange.
We need more of that.
Yeah, this was right. Yeah, this was one of the ones on my crypto fantasy league, which didn't do that great. FFT.
Okay.
It struggled just like everybody else, but yeah, they also they're getting big into sports, so I guess that's why they got Tom Brady on there. Remember they are the they're the sponsor of the like Miami baseball team.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool.
I think.
Well, how did
they're
Tom
stadium.
become a part owner though?
I mean, I'm sure he just invested.
He probably
and
bought
some
in.
of
I
it,
mean, he
so.
probably sees the value in it, and he's like, "All right, let me just throw some
Okay.
money at it."
Okay,
Who knows?
that's cool.
Exchange ambassador. Both received crypto as part of the New Deal.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm sure we could watch this video, but Tom Brady, more people are getting.
What about
involved. Here, we already looked at this, right?
Yeah. Do you have the Terra Wolf?
Oh yeah, TerraWolf.
What?
So TerraWolf is a new
Bit
merger
mining
of two
company.
major USA-based bit mining companies.
No, go back. That's not the right one. I don't think.
Well, this is the one that's talking about their merger.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, sorry about that. And then they're starting. Sorry, they're basically on the East Coast. I think they're actually, if you look on their website, they're in Maryland.
Wow.
And they're aiming to bring in 60,000 machines right now, 60,000 S19 Pros from Japan.
Right.
So I think we talked about this in the last episode, or maybe an episode or two ago, when the miners shut down. There was an article about them air shipping
It said 6 tons. There's like 6 tons of miners on their way.
Bitcoin miners, yeah.
Right.
So are they a mining company, or are they just looking to sell miners for people?
No, they're a mining company specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're mining Bitcoins. Okay.
Right. So we knew there was 6 tons of Bitcoin miners going to Maryland, but we didn't know what, was it going to be resold? Was it going to do this? I suspect it has to do with these guys.
So they bought all the mining
60,000. Yeah, they're doing they're going to have 50 megawatts of power like day one, and their goal to have 800 megawatts by 2025, which is ridiculous. And they're using a 90% zero carbon energy nuclear power plant.
Where's the power plant?
Source. It's in Maryland somewhere. It's part of the PJM energy grid. I'm not super familiar with the.
I didn't know there was a nuclear power plant in Maryland.
Hey man, there it is. Here, the PJM is the regional. So it's like that's the power grid that the PJM is on. But I think specifically they're tapping into the nuclear power plant. I guess maybe they're just saying the grid this area is based on nuclear for the most part. But
wow.
Anyway,
where's the actual nuclear power plant?
I don't know. Nuclear power plant in Maryland.
I feel like there's only so many in the U.S., if any.
Calvert's Cliff Nuclear Power Plant in Calvert County.
Oh shit!
Which is like the Eastern Shore?
Oh, okay. Oh, not even. It's actually whatever.
It's like the inner. That's like the very. That's like lower. That's
Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay, so it's like Chesapeake Beach area, whatever you call that. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Damn, I didn't know there's a nuclear power plant here.
I'm guessing they're going to be in this area, or maybe they're just claiming that the credit comes from that power that's derived for the power of this grid. But yeah, huge company. They actually mined with someone from Minnesota, or merged recently with someone from Minnesota. So I think they're just this new animal. And we knew that was coming because they shut it all down in China. So we're getting these massive.
That's good. We're having more hash here.
Yeah. So it's very positive, bullish, I think, overall for Bitcoin that the mining's getting distributed.
That's awesome.
That was one of the biggest complaints, I think, for people that would be like, hey, why is all the hash power in China?
Well, they just say, China, controls it all. China this, China that. It's just kind of
if one country gets screwed or something happens and all the hash power goes down, that's a bad problem. But now it's getting distributed, and certainly.
I mean, right now we've dropped heavily. We were around, I think, 195,000 exahash, and then now we're at 95. So we've lost over 100.
I mean, look at
exahash
Mike. Look at this. Let me see here.
power
This
in the
is this
Bitcoin
chart
network.
is even. Yeah, let me see. All right, can you guys see that?
Yeah. You can see it better if you zoom in. Yeah, it's good.
So this is saying we're at 90
90 exahash.
90 million terahash. The lowest we've ever been, or the very similar. We were lowest at like May 2020, like the pandemic drop, basically. I mean, we're right there. So the hash rate is just fallen off a cliff because everything's getting shut down in China. It's all getting shipped, around the world. It'll come back up online. They're trying to do 800, they're trying to do 23 exahash, which I guess is like, I don't know, what is that? Like
Right, that must be like, is that the 50 megawatt is 23? Or is that the 800?
Well, megawatt is power, but exahash, I guess, is like.
Well, I'm saying, but it's got to have like 50 megawatts can create how many exahash?
I think an exahash is 1 million terahash. So that's like 23 of these units on this chart, I think. I think that's what it would be.
So then how much is the equivalent power to that?
Well, I mean, so yeah, it'd be back up to like here. Or, somewhere, it'd be a big jump on this chart for sure once they get it all back online.
It's almost like 20% of the network.
Yeah, I think it's a.
I mean, if we're at like 100 less and you add 20.
And then Bitcoin's about to make their difficulty change. It's going to be the biggest difficulty adjustment in, I think, Bitcoin like history.
Really?
In one adjustment, it's going to be 20% easier to mine Bitcoin.
Oh, easier?
Easier to mine it.
Why are they doing that? I thought it.
Well, it does it. No, it does it based on, because it says it's trying to mine a Bitcoin block every 10 minutes. That's what it wants.
Because it needs to keep.
And so if there's more hash power, they can mine Bitcoins faster than 10 minutes, 9 minutes, quickly. 9 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minute, 9 minute, 8 minute, 9 minute, because there's so much hash. So it adjusts itself based on it beating the average equivalently to make it harder so that it moves that average out. If all the hash rate goes down, it's taking 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 11 minutes.
Show that last link I just sent, the mempool.
Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, meme space. Does that tell you average hash time or average time or something?
Well, yeah, it's going to show us the average time, and it's just going to show us, I think the difficulty adjustment shows right there. It's going to give us a negative 20%. So this is kind of showing the network here. All the blocks on the right are the ones that were confirmed, and you can look in each one and see all the transactions. All the ones on the left are ones waiting to be confirmed. You can see the block height. We're at what, 680,000 or something?
Yeah, 689.
Right, and then we can see here there's 39,000 pending transactions that have a rate of 1 to 39 sats per byte, and then you can go over here, which is 51 to 348 sats per byte. Those will be the ones that will be confirmed next once the next block is found. So it's kind of cool to see this kind of data of the
right.
network.
So like here's what happened. This was these blocks in succession were 55 minutes ago, 47 minutes ago. So between that, it wasn't 10 minutes. It was like whatever that is, 8 minutes.
Right.
And then, or that's actually farther. That's 12 minutes. Then this one happened 5 minutes later. This one happened 3 minutes. Then this one happened basically at the same time, 3 minutes.
Like, yeah, right after it.
These blocks hit like immediately, but it's trying to average 10 every 10 minutes. So what it's going to do is it's built into the algorithm of the blockchain to adjust itself based on this frequency. And so everyone in the world will get a difference. Everyone knows the code to go to the next difficulty based on the blockchain algorithm. And it's going to adjust and it's going to make it easier. And I think this difficulty adjustment is what it's currently tracking. if nothing
Right.
else changes in
Right here.
in this period of 2016 blocks. Every 2016 blocks, it makes an adjustment. So this is going to be the biggest single adjustment, I think, in Bitcoin history, which is going to make it not very easy, but significantly easier. And what's going to do, it's going to make people turn on their Bitcoin miners that they didn't previously have on before. Hash rate goes up, it normalizes. I mean, that's the intent. People are going to be more motivated to get online. So.
Well, there's now the secondhand market that is now going to be flowing. We're seeing the rates on the miners come down.
Right. So yeah, me and Mike follow all the eBay stuff, tracking prices on ASIC miner value and eBay and stuff, and basically, things are the prices of L3s are coming down, L3 pluses. There's
it's cool
obviously
to see the Antminer L7 on top.
Sweet.
Yeah. There's
not a Ethereum.
How to pick up a miner then?
Well, I think the price still has room to drop. Like the market is getting flooded, and I think you're going to start seeing the effects that, like, especially since we talked about this L7. So like the one below that, the last generation, the L3 plus. Now there's like a shit ton of them on eBay, and you're gonna, just 4 weeks ago you were paying $1,600. Now you're gonna be finding them for under $1,000 maybe in a week.
Right. And 3 months ago it was like 400.
Right. When we were buying them, they were like $450 to $500.
Now there's 3 times the value.
So
now this one's coming out.
Right. So there's and then not to mention all the stuff that's coming out of China, like the existing S19s and all that stuff.
But if you wanted to buy one, the L7 would be the way to go because it's like the newest bad boy. It's equivalent to 19 of the L3s that we have.
Right. So John, that company TeraWulf bought 60,000 S19 Pros.
Wow.
Which makes $23 a day on. Well, they're doing like commercial power, so they're at like probably 6 cents or maybe 7 cents a power. So basically $25 a day. So 25 times 60,000. I mean, that's like if they're mining solo, so they're getting the Bitcoin themselves. But let's just do the rough math.
60,000. That's 1.5 million.
1.5 million a day in profit? That can't be right.
I mean, 25 times 60,000, right?
$1.5 million? Something's not right there, but maybe it doesn't scale like that. But I guess they have them all.
It is. If you have 60,000 machines and they make $25 a day,
1.5.
I guess you make $1.5 million a day.
Did I read the number right? Is it really 60,000?
And that's only at like 50.
It's a lot of machines.
I'm pretty sure.
A lot of machines.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's like 6 tons of machines. So
it says 60,000 miners. Yeah, it does say 60,000.
Wow, it's pretty serious.
Order. 50 megawatts, so that's 50 million watts, basically. Anyway, serious action going on there. I mean, just unreal.
And they want to go to 800 megawatts.
They want to go to 800 megawatts. 800 megawatts, which is, I mean, just it's amazing. So anyway,
so then,
I called.
They're almost to a gigawatt. They're almost to a gigawatt.
Yeah, a gigawatt would be 1,000 megawatts, I guess. I called their number on their website just to cold call them. I was like, "Hey, can I speak to their facilities manager?"
Yeah,
I'm trying to do the engineering for their facilities somehow. I'm like, "Hey, we're MEP engineers. I can design your heat and your power."
Yeah,
we'll see if anybody calls me back. Probably the biggest cold call I ever made.
Yeah, that's sweet. It's pretty dope.
I mean, it's crazy. We
Yep.
do see this.
And then
Yeah, the
I think the only other
they're going for like 15,000 right now. Mike, did you have another link?
Oh, I was just saying, like the only other thing I saw was Coinbase. They debut like a savings account thing with its like for stablecoin USDC for 4%. They're trying to like convince everybody to move all their stuff from like centralized banks over to their 4% savings
Wow.
coin.
Okay. That's pretty big.
So they want
Yeah,
you
I mean,
to just get rid of your
It's going to
traditional.
be way
bank
more
account?
than you're going to get in your regular bank. You know.
Do you have to keep it in some sort of stable coin, or can it just be US dollar?
Yeah, I
I'd
mean, it's
assume it'd
just
be
kind of like a
stable coin, right?
BlockFi, any other place that they're going to give you interest.
Wow. Time to ditch the dollar.
So what I mean, let's say we need companies to start accepting your bills in stablecoin. If you could pay your bills in stablecoin, you could basically do that with like very little reservation. Like if you could pay your cable and your internet.
Yeah.
I think how it'll start is we're going to have like these. I was going to say we're probably going to start off by having like these companies that do these conversions, kind of like that company we just saw, the Shop.io or something, where you have a bridge company that kind of transfers
like
or converts like a third party. I think that's kind of how we're gonna start to see these.
It's gonna be like pay with PayPal,
methods.
but then it's gonna be pay with crypto bank or something.
Yeah.
They
and I bet you
handle
PayPal is gonna do something like that.
Yeah, I can't imagine
they're in a good position.
They're already in the crypto. Yeah, they're already in the crypto world with whatever you can buy it and hold it. But yeah, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't dive in.
Yeah.
They're gonna take a little fee, just like they do now. If you if you pay with a Visa card or something, as opposed to like a credit or a account.
Right. I mean, they're in a pretty good position to do that. So, because you're already paying a lot of stuff with PayPal.
And they're already integrated to a lot of websites to like pay with PayPal.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Like all they got to do is make that easy. The website doesn't know what they're getting paid from. They just know that they're getting paid.
Yeah.
PayPal handles the transaction.
PayPal is sitting in a really good place.
You need to.
Right. So if they could do that, and I'm sure they will soon, they could tap into that resource. So yeah, I mean, that would be the limiting factor for you to like really just say screw it.
Well, when you said the bill stuff, I thought North Dakota or some other state already allows you to pay some of your bills in crypto. So I mean, it's
like
slowly
what, personal property tax or something.
I thought it was like your bills, like your utilities.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that a few weeks ago. Yeah.
I mean, how can North Dakota say as a state like you can do that?
I don't know. Maybe they have like state-run utilities.
They probably have a crypto wallet in the treasury, and they probably do their own conversion.
So you can they'll just.
How would you know? The more way you can take payments, the better. So like, if you're just a normal company, like when you just say, hey, well, we'll take it. I mean, I guess you have to know about it and you have to know like how to store it and like, but still that could be like, you're just opening up like a way, because like in my business, we do printer stuff. We have people that are outside of the country that buy stuff and they have to like send it through like a wire transfer and it takes days and like, there's remittance fees and all these different stuff. So like, wouldn't that be cool if they're like, hey, we want to pay you in, Dogecoin or if we're willing to take on that risk, or maybe it would be like BTC or Ethereum or just something like a standard, but then you can send and then just kind of avoid any of that. I think that's what's going to happen with the El Salvador thing, is because people send all their money back. A lot of people do. So then that's going to, be putting more money into the pockets of the people there without other people taking out of, for the exchange itself.
Yeah, so that's the problem that Ripple is trying to solve. They're trying to be like the official, what do you call it, like international, money exchange,
like settlement method.
Yeah. So you don't have to go through like MoneyGram or whatever other nonsense.
Right. So I mean that makes sense. So whether it's through them or through something else, but just to have
So
that instant accessibility, you don't have those other fees, I guess. But there's got to be some fee because then the network doesn't work, So
how do you? Okay, like let's go back to the example of the utility payments. I send the Utah whatever 50 Dogecoin for my water bill. How would I record or let them know that I was the address? Like, how can I prove? I guess I could send them the transaction hash ID or like the transaction ID in an email saying, "Hey, go check this. This was me sending it to you."
right. Or they give you. I would think the best thing would be they give you an address like a QR, and then you send the funds there, and then they just confirm that they're there. So it doesn't matter who paid it. If they just say, "Hey, Mike, you owe this much. Send us the Doge here," then I would just do so, and then they can just confirm it.
So do I have your own unique Dogecoin receive address for you, or is it they have this huge account?
Probably universal one. I would assume so.
But then how are they? It just seems like there could be 50,000 $50 transactions.
I mean, how is like a wired? I mean, transfer happen? I don't know. Maybe that's why the banks have to like control. It just seems more of a control thing rather than like an actual like I guess part of the process thing. That's like built into it. It's not a necessity.
Because you could go onto the theoretical blockchain and find an equivalent value of what you just need to send. Like, let's pretend someone both needed to send $45, and you could go find the $45 transaction that just happened a minute ago, and be like,
right, but you can't prove that went to them.
You could say that was from me.
Well,
they don't know your address.
Yeah, what are the chances of someone else having the exact same?
I think they would give you an address.
I mean, I think the chances are low, John, but I think it's
no,
possible.
Adam. I would say pay this address or you haven't paid it. I don't care what you say.
What do you mean? I'm saying
I'm going to give you an address and say you owe me this much for power. If you don't send it here, then we got issues.
But I'm going to tell if it's the same. If everyone sends the same address, I can look on the blockchain.
No, it's going to be a different address for everybody. It's a unique address for everybody.
See, I can agree with that. If it's a different address for everybody.
Well, yeah, that's the way to do it. But I doubt they have the capabilities of doing that. I mean,
but that's the whole point. I mean, the network. You can make a new Doge address like every second. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think there's like infinite, as many as there are infinite amount of addresses.
Right, there's an infinite amount of keys, and there's an infinite amount of wallets.
So they can assign an address to an individual, which is probably register. You get an address, you get your public deposit address.
Right, your public deposit address. There you go.
And then they would say, "I need you to send $50 to this public
PDA.
Deposit."
Oh, PDA.
See, we're solving public utility blockchain problems. These are real life problems.
We are right here. Call me Charles Hawkinson.
So it would be public. That's the problem. I guess that's part of the problem. But it would be, at least you would know that that's your address. No one else would know.
Right. And if someone wants to pay your bill for you, okay, way to go. What are they going to do? Deposit 500 USDC on your like.
Well, I mean, if someone found out your address was your personal, like you'd be like, "Oh, you're paying $35,000 in personal property tax." Like, what's going on with that? I don't know. Is that public record already? I guess it might already be public.
Probably.
Yeah, it's already public record how much your property taxes are.
If you really wanted to look it up, you could like FOIA it or something.
It's on the website. Like you can go into your county.
I mean, you need like some basic information, like the name and like your address or something. But you could probably.
No, you can look it up just by the address. I mean, it depends on the county and city, but
maybe
you just type in the address. It'll show you all that information. It'll show you who owns the house, when you bought it, how much you bought it for, and how much your taxes are that year.
So yeah, I guess they need to have some infrastructure in place to say you owe this, pay this address. Here's your public address, and then make sure to pay the fee wherever you send it from that qualifies and clears the overall deposit on the other side.
Right. And then it's changed too, because when you pay it at that time, it's got to know that Dogecoin was worth this much money, because now it's not. Because it's like you owed us 300, but now it's for 5, you know,
Like the
150.
transaction didn't make the block until 10 minutes later, and there was a huge dip in the
Right,
point of sale.
And you're just like,
I got half the amount.
I mean, I guess that's
Right.
their risk. They probably assume that risk of accepting
Right, because they're going to actually they're going to get the volatility both ways. So
on the
Yeah.
other side. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
they
that's
probably
why you probably,
understand like long
you're
term.
not going to accept Doge.
Yeah, I'd be interested to hear those like board meetings are like, do we sell Doge now or do we like keep it? Like, what are we doing with
Well, I'm
this?
assuming they actually take
You're
Doge.
like,
Well, I mean, it could be. Yeah, I guess they're taking.
know,
probably
right?
It's probably
Tether.
Bitcoin, to be honest. Yeah.
They
Well,
probably
yeah,
take
maybe
Bitcoin,
Tether.
or they take the Doge and convert it directly into Bitcoin. You know, something like that.
I'm sure they would take Tether or something like on that.
Yeah, maybe.
USDC, Tether, Gemini dollar. You know, some sort of stable coin.
Something stable. Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, shoot, I think we're coming up for an hour here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
are.
Even our extended 10-15 hour. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you. It looks like we've had at least, unless you guys are on the channel, we've had one viewer staying strong the whole time. So I
right.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Dope.
much. Like and subscribe, and we will see you guys on the flip side. Let's go.
On the flippity flop.
Flippity floppity hippity hoppity.
Take care of each other and peace.
All right. Good night, folks. Adios.